Good morning, dear students. This is Dr. Jyoti KB, Assistant Professor, Government Postgrad College, Kubi. In the previous session of the poem Advice to Women, I talked to you about the background to the poem, introduction to the poetess, main theme of the poem, and general message which comes out of the poem. In this session, I'm going to explain in detail the line by line summary of the poem. So have a patient reading, listening, and then you can use these notes for your exams. The beginning, I have given you the poem itself, the text itself. The text is shown on the screen. Keep cats, advice to women. Now coming to, so you know the picture of cats. So picture of cat is also shown the proudness, the assertiveness, the aggression is all seen in the eyes, the facial expression, the teeth. So all these are characteristics of a poem. Now the poem begins by an imperative sentence, begins with an advice. The title of the poem itself is Advice to Women, and the first line itself is an advice. The theme, the title as well as the first line are expressing the main theme of the poem, that is to advise and suggest women of how to deal with the otherness, disinterest and neglect which is shown towards her from her husband, from the patriarchal society. So first sentence itself is an advice to women: keep cats is copy cats or behave like cats, or take the model of cats in your life. This is the message from the first line itself, and she is suggesting that a woman has to imitate the model of cats in order to cope with the otherness of lovers. So otherness means neglect or disinterest shown by her lover. So usually a woman is not taken as a superior member or a important member of the family. Instead, she is treated as submissive. She is treated as inferior to men. Now, Eunice D'Souza suggests usually women is treated as a second citizen. She is often neglected in matters related to family and society. So this is a common challenge each woman has to face in the society. So people deal with this disinterest in various ways, but Eunice D'Souza asks women to take this challenge not very seriously. So she should behave like cats. So cats, though they have different difficulties around them, they are never submissive, hopeless and helpless. They are known for their proud, indifferent, haughty, callous attitude towards life. So they are very assertive and arrogant. So Eunice D'Souza says, like cats, you should face the neglect which is shown on you by the otherness, neglect of your lover. So don't take it very seriously. Take yourself, your psyche, your mind, your body as important. So this is the first suggestion she makes, and she carries the metaphor of cats through the poem. A picture of cat is shown, and now she explains why she should not take neglect and otherness of society seriously. So ಯಾಕೆ ಒಂದು ಮಹಿಳೆ ಈ ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯನ್ನು ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೋಬಾರ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಳು ಕಾರಣ ಕೊಡ್ತಾಳೆ. ಒಂದು, the otherness which is shown by the society around her is not a permanent factor. So it is not a perennial issue in her life, because otherness is temporary. Now otherness should not be taken seriously, because this otherness, the tendency of otherness which male dominated society and a man show towards her is a temporary factor, because a man cannot live without a woman permanently. So one or the other days he will return to his lady. Now, as cats often litter in the trays which they are conditioned to, which they are practiced to. ಸೊ ಬೆಕ್ಕುಗಳನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅವರು ಅವು ಗಲೀಜು ಮಾಡುವ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ರೂಢಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾವೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಅವು ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಅಂದರೆ the otherness should not be taken by women seriously, because it is not a permanent factor, and men will one or the other day return to his lady as the cats return to their litter trays. So otherness is not a neglect, it is a temporary distance which a man maintains for his own economic, financial, or cultural or social necessities. So otherness should not be taken seriously according to Eunice de Souza. And she says that a woman should not overreact, should not criticize and lose hope at the state of neglect which is shown on her. So she should not enrage herself, or she should not get anger out of the situation, and she should not cuss out. Cuss out is she should not express her anger in such situation. And she says, continuing with the model of the cat, the metaphor of cat continues in the next lines also. So he says, the state of perpetual surprise in the great green eyes of the cat. So the cat, in spite of having to live with lot of insecurity, with lot of threats around it, it will always maintain perpetual enthusiasm, surprise, spirit in the great green eyes. So it always looks at life around it with a perpetual surprise, with a perpetual enthusiasm. So the great green eyes are always open with the intention of understanding the world in new ways. So Eunice de Souza is telling women to keep that spirit of life, keep the enthusiasm of life as a cat does, by hiding the pain and suffering within her and treating those pains and suffering as a temporary issues and as a less important issue. So that is what she wants the women to understand, and she should learn from the cats the way of looking at the world in new ways always. And these cats, these animals which look at every situation in a new angle, in a new perspective, by not keeping anything of the past to live in the present. So every moment of its life, it looks around its situation in new ways. So she is suggesting women to follow the policies of cat, and she should also have enough courage to live alone. So because sometimes the otherness and neglect met out by a women from the society may become a permanent tendency, permanent phenomenon in certain lives of women. So in some people's lives it may wash off or it may blow off, but in certain women this becomes a perennial issue. So then what one has to do is to learn to live alone. So loneliness and isolation should not be treated as negative things, should not be treated as useless things. They should be made as friends. So one should learn to live with loneliness and isolation. So Eunice de Souza suggests women to tolerate loneliness, because essential loneliness is fact of human life. So loneliness is a common challenge which every human being has to face, whether it is a man or a woman, in their entire human lives. And we are all born alone, and we are going to die alone on this earth, and between these two poles of birth and death, we have to fight alone to survive. So survival includes feelings of loneliness and isolation. So in all the one should not live with the myth, one should not live with a false belief that the isolation and loneliness will be washed away by the existence of a man. So she is suggesting women that even if neglect and otherness becomes permanent factors in the life of a woman, she should not feel depressed, she should not feel disappointed. So she should learn to cope with it by learning to live with loneliness, to make loneliness and isolation as her companions. So they should be part of our lives. So the poet insists that all women should possess all the qualities so that she doesn't carry the fear of existing alone and of dying alone. So when she unties with all the attachments, with all the beliefs, and with all the hopes of tying to somebody to forget loneliness, she is not doing any good to herself, because loneliness will not go away from our lives. Loneliness and isolation are parts of our lives, because we are born alone and we are going to die alone. So loneliness should not be a threat in a woman's life. Instead, loneliness should become a company. Loneliness should be treated as a comrade to one's life. So this is what Eunice de Souza finally means. Now, Eunice de Souza suggests women to tolerate loneliness because essential loneliness is a fact of human life. So with this, I think you have understood the theme of the poem, line by line summary. So in the MCQs, the PPTs and notes will help you to write answers for your exams. Thank you.